How's it going, everyone? Mike here with another print-on-demand tag generator using the Merch Titans Animation Redbubble tag generator. I'm using the Redbubble tag generator because I found that it's the best one when it comes to suggestions, and it really does kind of elaborate, and it goes into a lot more detail on each specific term that we put into the as the base tag here. As you can see, I've received a bunch of suggestions from you guys, so I'm going to go, just like I did in the last video, I'm going to go through 5 of them just very quickly because I wanted to put out some more content out there, and this is what a bunch of people who are just kind of starting out have been asking for. I've noticed that these are the suggestions pretty much coming from people who are currently thinking about opening. I talked to, I think, one person who wants to open an Etsy store through the Printful integration and wanted to get ideas for search terms and tags and all that kind of stuff. And then other people are just like in tier 10, maybe 100 when it comes to merch by Amazon. And then also, of course, like if you're posting on Redbubble, Spreadsheet, Teespring, or Society6, or whatever the case is, these are all very useful and helpful. So let's get right into it. The first one was camping, and I think the season is coming up, and I think somebody was hoping that they were going to put up a bunch of camping or outdoors related products. So let's see what comes up. It's loading right now. I actually have hundreds and hundreds of camping theme or camping category products, not only on merch but also on Redbubble, Etsy. I have them everywhere. Okay, so the tags that are coming up, of course, the first one's going to be camping, but then some, and for me this was expected, and I've kind of used a bunch of these. So as you can see here, the top 5, 6, mountain, hiking, nature, adventure, outdoors, and then it goes into something else. And I think this might be based on the designs as well. If there's a forest, campsite, or trees or something like that, these are the ones that are coming up. So this is camping, and again, what I did in the last video, I think somebody mentioned that they liked it, is I'm going to scroll through this just simply because if you're watching this on YouTube, you can pause and look at this, even if I go through it quickly, so you can really kind of get an idea of all these different keyword ideas and suggestions. And this is, by the way, the occurrence and how many times this actually shows up when you look for camping on Redbubble. Okay, the next one was money. Who does not like money? And I don't know actually where this came from, if the designs were based on money or if they just simply they were looking at this category, but the word is money. I actually don't know if I have any or a lot of designs that are based on money in general. So what are we looking at? Money, funny, Spaceballs, love that movie, meme, music, pink, and then as you can see the rest. So this is interesting because I actually didn't know what to expect, and like maybe I'm completely thinking about something else. Maybe this is like a slang or some kind of a term that people are using that I'm not aware of. Because, for example, the rest of these, I wouldn't have related it, to TikTok or Tumblr or Vine or anything like that. So maybe I'm completely out of the loop on what's cool these days. But I didn't actually expect this list of words to come up. Anyways, I'll do the same thing, and I'll go through acid, alien, awesome, dope. So it looks like there's a bit of a theme there that's on the rap hip hop side, and not where I was going with it. Okay, dollars dance. Okay, you guys can pause that at any point. Roses. I can't remember. I think in the last video somebody also asked for flowers in general. I know there were skulls. I know some of you guys are asking for kind of like uh, big, broader categories, and that's completely fine. So I guess this person has a lot of rose or roses designs. So let's see what comes up. Actually, this is kind of what I expected, what I would have gone with without actually even looking it up. So roses, flowers, rose, flower, floral, pink, yellow, blue, bunch of colors, and then romantic. I actually don't use that word often in my descriptions and design, so that's kind of interesting. And then there is a relation to summer, beautiful. I've used that actually. Some of my top sellers have a beautiful word in the title. So spring, trendy, black, and I'll just go through this quickly. David Rose, dream. Okay, so a bunch of names. Okay, so there's roses. Police. Somebody, and I'm not sure. So I also have a bunch of designs that are in different categories. Like for example, veteran. I have a firefighter. I don't know if I have a lot of police or policemen designs, but let's see what this comes up with. Black Lives Matter. That's interesting because that's my next one. So that's the next one. So let's see. So when you look for police, the tags for Redbubble, Black Lives Matter, police equality, police brutality, and then so this is actually, look at this, protest, racism. I actually didn't expect this because this is all kind of like on the activism side, and police brutality, racial inequality or equality, and I did not expect that when searching for police. So I actually would have been completely wrong in coming up with tags and search terms and words to include in my titles and descriptions. If I was thinking about police design. So this just kind of tells you where other people are, and in this instance I would have been completely wrong. So racism, justice, African America, Brooklyn, civil rights, and then it goes into some of the other stuff. Beyonce's on here. Injustice, liberal, nerdy, politics, all lives matter. Okay. Democracy, communist. I guess if you look for police, you might as well look for communism. Interesting. Okay, that's definitely one that I didn't expect. And then let's the last one was, as we said, Black Lives Matter. And I actually don't know, maybe somebody can explain this to me. I don't know what the difference is with using one word compared to three words in search terms. I know that, for example, if you put them in the right order or in the same order in your title and use the tags, for example, in this case, as three separate words, where I would use Black Lives Matter in that same order, it would probably have the same results, but maybe not. Maybe I'm completely wrong. So, okay, the last term that was suggested by one of you guys is Black Lives Matter. And as you can see here, some of the same terms do come up as when you search for police, but not exactly, because this is as you can see here, more on the positive side, I would say, and where if you search police, there's a lot of negative words that are kind of associated with that. So as you can see here, equality, black, feminism, feminist, gay, matter, activism. So I think what's happened is through Rebel, this is just an opinion as I'm looking at these words. I think Black Lives Matter term is now associated with activism and more on the liberal side of things, as you can see here, because, for example, Black Lives Matter is in the same category as LGBT or liberal or activist, where, for example, like, okay, police is coming up, where police was more on the negative side. So pride, rights, social justice, and then it goes into some of these other terms, which again you can of course pause, and that's why I'm scrolling through this. So that's interesting. There's George Floyd, human, lesbian, rainbow, refugee, socialism. Even Trump comes up. Okay, so the search terms we had: camping, money, roses, police, Black Lives Matter. A couple of surprises there for me, because I definitely, like I said, if I wasn't using these generators, I would be going in a different direction, just kind of how my brain works. And of course, that's not always the best approach. So it's always a good idea to use some of these tools and to get ideas from what's out there, what's actually selling, and what the search terms and other tags are that other people are using. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. Those are the 5. I have other suggestions. I'm gonna do these videos. I think these videos get a lot less views than some of the other ones, but for some reason I do get actually a lot of interaction from you guys through these videos, and so I don't actually mind doing them. I know that, for example, for me, they're very helpful to use these tools. And then if somebody talked to me a couple of years ago and said, hey, this is kind of how you rip these terms apart. If you're thinking about Black Lives Matter, you want to also include equality and feminism and gay and activism. That would be very, very helpful to me. So hopefully that's what I'm doing for you guys, and being helpful. Let me know what the other suggestions are. I'm just gonna keep pumping out your suggestions, and then if I come up with any other trendy or new terms that are out there, I'll do those as well. As always, thanks for watching. See you guys soon.